Hey guys, welcome back. So as you can see, I already have my nails on. If y'all want a more detailed video on my application process and prep, let me know. I just figured that most people are here for the art, which is completely fine. But if y'all want a more detailed video on my application process, let me know. I'm going in with this Beetles polish. It's a rubber base actually, but I really like to use this color for my base. I'm doing all of the nails this color besides one I'm gonna do in white. Okay, starting out with the nail that I thought was going to be the hardest, which it wasn't really hard, it was just more so time consuming. This one is going to be the nail with the balloons on it. I'm going in on top of that base that you just saw me put down with the chrome powder. I originally tried to put this on with my finger, which usually works, but I think because, I don't know, like my fingers were sweaty from the glove, it wasn't really working. But you'll see me go in with in a second with a brush, and that application was way smoother.
And packaging in a one night for shows. I'm juggling flow like the ocean. Port I'm paddling. Shout out Shinabella, that's my bro, my family. Frozen drills. When it comes to money, I did concentrate.
Now for the balloons, I'm going to take this clear sculpting gel and I'm just going to create 6 different balloons, and the first 3 I'm going to lay those down, cure those, and then apply a second layer. Next, I'm gonna go in with my silicone tool, and this really just helps me get the perfect shape that I want. I'm pressing it down a little bit just so that I can make room for the second layer and that it lays nicely. But I didn't want to make them too flat. I wanted them to be rounded on the top so that they look like actual balloons. After that first layer is cured, I just cured it for about 30 seconds because I'm impatient and I felt like it was cured long enough. You can do a full 60 if you want, but me, I just did 30 seconds. I'm going in now with 3 more little balls and applying those on top of the ones that I already did. I know that it looks a little silly right now, but just trust the process. It's gonna look like a bouquet of balloons in a second. Just give me a second. Now I'm taking a white sculpting gel and just adding in the ribbons. I don't know why I made this part more difficult than it had to be, but they're literally just swirled lines, like that's it. And I was just like, oh my God, they're not swirling the right way. Like, why is it going this way? It's supposed to go the other way. I don't know, but just make it however you want it. I promise. I'm talking to myself, like nobody's looking at it that hard. Maybe they are, but I don't know. I'm just telling myself that it's okay and that it doesn't have to be perfect every time. So this is where buying the gel that's already colored will really come in handy because it'll save you a lot of time and a lot of cleanup. Trying to get these like perfectly colored was a little difficult, not too hard, but I would have saved a lot of time if I just had colored gel. But I have that big thing of clear gel already, and I really want to use that before I buy any more products. But this is basically how it ended up looking, and I think it turned out really cute and exactly the way that I wanted it to. Trying to paint straight lines is an absolute struggle for me. If you're one of those people that naturally just have a super steady hand, how does it feel to be God's favorite? Because as you can see, as slow as I'm going and the way that this line turned out, like what? You're joking. But practice makes perfect. I'm gonna just keep trying. And for some reason, when I lined it from bottom to top, that was better than me trying to go down like the way that you just saw me do it. It turned out much better. Now that I've done the best that I can with those lines before having to crash out, I'm using the white gel and just gonna place about 4 pieces on my nails, 2 big pieces and then 2 small pieces, and that's gonna be our popcorn.
When you hold me, you kiss me slowly, it's the sweetest thing. And it don't change. If I had it my way, you would know that you are. You're the coffee that I need in the morning. You're my sunshine in the rain when it's pouring. Won't you give yourself to me? Give it all.
To shape the popcorn, I'm using this dotting tool and I'm just going in and pressing it, making it irregular shaped, and under the bottom, I'm kind of gonna push it in so that it makes the dimension, I guess, that I want. It's just like a little divot under the bottom. You can see what I'm talking about. But yeah, this part, you kind of just make whatever shape you want to. Popcorn is all different kinds of shapes. And it's all going to come together in a second when we add the yellow.
That we make love, it makes me feel so nice. You're my water when I'm stuck in the desert. You're the Tylenol I take when my head hurts. You're the sunshine of my life. I just wanna see how beautiful you are. You know that I see it. I know you're a star. Where you go, I follow. No matter how far. If life is a movie, then you're the best part. Oh, you're the best part. Oh, best part. If you love me, won't you say something? If you love me, won't you? Won't you? If you love me, won't you say something? If you love me, won't you? Won't you? If you love me, won't you say something? If you love me, won't you? If you love me, won't you say something? If you love me, won't you? Won't you? If you love me, won't you say something? If you love me, won't you? If you love me, won't you say something? If you love me, won't you? Won't you? If you love me, won't you say something? If you love me, won't you? If you love me, won't you say something? If you love me, won't you?
Okay, moving on to my personal favorite nails. They were the clown nails. These were so much fun to do and relatively easy. I thought that these were going to be more difficult, but honestly, the first two nails that we did were a bit of a struggle. Don't know why, but they were. So what I'm going to do right now is take a matte top coat, put that over my base because we're about to add some pigment, which is really just eyeshadow palette. But I was going to airbrush these colors on, but I'm just so protective over my airbrush and they are kind of hard to clean to me and like super easy to get clogged up. So an easier alternative to the airbrush is to just use eyeshadow. And I'm going to be taking three different colors and setting that as the base for my clown. Before I started on the face of the clown, I made the Ferris wheel, which as you can see was pretty out of frame, so I'm sorry about that. But luckily that was a pretty easy design. You just make three curved lines and then make the little diagonal lines that go through those curved lines. Super simple. I'm pretty sure that the way I just tried to explain it complicated it, but you can see what I'm doing. And right now I'm just applying a regular shiny top coat and then I'm gonna go in with a chrome powder on top of that. I completely made a mess here. I don't know what I was doing, but I got chrome all over the place. I don't know. I love chrome so much though. It just adds such a cute little effect to all the nails. Just don't be messy like me and get it on the other nails. But if you do, just wipe it off with alcohol. Like you can see on my pinky, I got chrome on that. But it's okay, just wipe it off with alcohol. And I'm doing the same thing on my clown face because I wanted it to have that same effect. For the top portion of this nail, it's just a little dot and a heart. For hearts, I just make two dots and then kind of connect them with either with my dotting tool or with a fine line brush. But you see what I'm doing? Like I'm literally just like pulling the polish down with the dotting tool. And I did that same method for the eyes. Now I'm just gonna create a nose and a mouth with this red.
And that's no one time it. Cause girl, you're not nice, you're rude. Want me to feel like I'm new. Want me to watch you do you. Don't get you look so nice, you look nice, you're rude. Look what you're putting me through. I never do this to you.
For the seats on the Ferris wheel, I was having a really hard time getting the gel to stick, but that's because we added top coat. So for future reference, I would put a little bit of base coat under. You can probably just do a couple dots, like wherever you want to stick some gel to. Put a little bit of base coat down, that polish under my pinky. Oh my god, that's embarrassing. I'm so sorry. But anyway, put a little bit of base coat down, and that way it'll stick, have something to grip onto, because as you can see, I was struggling trying to get this to stay on. For my ice cream swirls, I'm just taking some rhinestone glue and I'm gonna be literally just swirling it around, putting it wherever, and just taking another brush and kind of swirling it. And then I cured it, added a little bit more rhinestone glue just to give it some dimension, and swirled it around and cured it. If I give you my heart and you hold on too hard, go down simmer, go down please, go down simmer, go down love, go down simmer, go down please, go down simmer, simmer. Boy, you make it too hard for me to stay here. Boy, you're making it hard for me to be your love. Go down, go down, go down, go down, go down, go down, go down. And this is the set all finished. I didn't do the other hand on camera because girl, this video would have been an hour long. But let me know what y'all think in the comments down below, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Yo, DJ Smasher.